Hi everyone! Today I have prepared two surprises for you. The first one is the design, because everyone is doing those 3D beautiful flanges, and I thought like I'm going to give it a go as well, but not on the French, but a little bit on the nail art, because I'm loving the nail art, and I decided to do a 3D look Christmas candy. You can check this out here. Yeah, that's exactly what we are going to create. Using the same technique what we use for the 3D French, maybe not as extreme, because we don't want as much texture and thickness on the design part. But also, this time we will do a little Christmas giveaway. So I have prepared those goodie bag. There is lots of different bits and pieces, but I will record that on the end of the video so you can see exactly what is in this bag. And the rules are, you have to like this video, share it on your social medias. It can be on Instagram, it can be a Twitter, Facebook. Write in a comment down below Christmas giveaway. And today is the 16th of November, and I'm going to pick up the winner live on the 1st of December, which is a Sunday. So good luck everyone. Just write your comments and we will pick up the lucky winner. So let's start the design now. That's the effect which we are going to do, like an 3D Christmas candy using the 3D painting French technique. And actually I just noticed there is a childliner light reflecting on this plate, and I like it so much. But anyway, I show you this designs, how they look, because from different angles it looks different. It's pretty time consuming, but I thought I will share this technique with you, and you can try it as well. So let's start doing it step by step. We are going to start with the background, and that is going to be a red gel polish on this tip. And I just buffed it, and now going to use 181 booster, which has a little bit of the sparkle through it. Now guys, I'm really sorry if I cough during this video. I'm full of flu. So I'm just applying the first layer and give it a cure. I really don't want to do it to the microphone. I will try as less as possible. And then on the mixing palette we have to apply the paint on French gel, and that's the white gel which we are going to use for the lines. I need to recure it before the Christmas comes so I can serve all the clients. I think my body always kind of reacts the way, like, if you're off and it's a bit quieter, you can be ill, just so you are never ill when it's comes to the very busy time of the year. And I'm just putting a tiny bit of the top coat as well to get a nice consistency for painting, especially the lines. And now I can apply a second layer. It's pretty fiddly design, but I think it looks really nice and effective. And I didn't want to show you like how to do the French one, because there is lots of tutorials on that. So I thought I came up with something a little bit different. Yeah, so you can see something different. I've got my brush, and I have actually trimmed this brush because that was like an thicker brush. I have cut the bristles to make it nice and thin, because normally I'm using the thinner one, but for lines I think the longer one is a slightly better option. And I tend to roll the brush, like get it ready for a nice and straight lines. I'm just going to turn my tip on the other side so it cures well, and then we can start painting the first layer. So we're going to go for this look, the candy one. I much prefer it. I think it's more interesting because of all those swirls. After I've got this one, I'm going to apply a layer of the top coat just so the red doesn't go through it. Nice and thin layer, you don't want overly too much. And then give it a cure. I want to also put a drop of the red so we can make the first one not as white, crisp white. So we've got some tiny bit of the difference in between. So I'm just mixing like a pinky color. And then that's my tip almost cured, so we're going to paint the first lines. The first layer of the lines is going to be a little bit thicker. And I'm just starting from the top, giving it a nice twist. I'm just twisting the tip so it's easier for me to paint. And I want them all kind of meet in a one middle. Like making sure the lines are really nice and smooth. And the last one. So that would be our first layer, and now I have to give it a cure. I find it if we're going for a soak of top gel with the inhibition layer, it's just quicker than going with no wipe top coat. Usually the no wipe top coat's got a much better shine, so I will use it as a finishing top coat, and then in between the layers I will be using the soak of one because it has the inhibition layer, so the next layer of the top coat is going to easily stick into that. So that's my tip cure, and I'm just going to apply the top coat. We want to have a decent amount of the top coat and couple layers of it if we want to get this 3D effect. I'm going to give it a cure. I'll show you in this one again. So depending on angle we look at, it gives us those 3D look. But in general, like as a candy, I think it's pretty nice design. The next layer of the lines is going to be not as pink. I'm going to go and use white. But before that, we need to apply another layer of the top coat. We need to have a really decent amount of the top coat. Normally I'm also showing the designs on the different type of display tips, and actually I've got them here as well. I have tried it on a one. the candy look as well. It looks good too, like this is only 2 layers of the top coat, so the effect isn't as on the 3 layers but on the 2 layers. But I find that on this one it looks more like on candy, so you really want to almost eat it, yeah, compared to the on the tips. And that's why I decided to use like a tips and do it on the tips. I'm needing a couple more seconds cure, and then we are going to go into the second row of the lines. So I'm just preparing my brush. And painting the second row. So the pink one is right on the bottom, and this one is going to be as the next row. And I'm just painting it kind of on top of it. So this way you can already see that we've got those wee shadow. And I'm going to slightly swap it. So one will be on the top, the other one will be on the bottom. It's very important to prepare your brush well. I'm going to give it flash cure just a couple seconds to freeze the product so it doesn't move. It is a very precise design and kind of time consuming, I would say, but I think it will look awesome on the ring finger or a middle finger nail. Again, prep my brush when my tip is curing to save a little bit time, and then add a couple more lines. You have to be very, very slow when painting those kind of thin lines. And I'm going to give it a cure again. I'm not going to speed up the curing process because sometimes I'm cutting on the curing process to don't keep you bored. And then I get wee smudges. So I'm just going to do a proper 60 seconds cure before I apply the top coat. And again, we will have to apply 2 layers of the top coat. So we've got those 3D effect visible as well, like we do have on those tips. Like you can see that's kind of shadow going there. And from this angle, you cannot see it. You can see it more from this angles, and that's because of the top coat. So my tip is almost cured. I'm going to apply next layer. Again, be very thick, I would say, with your top coat, because this way you can apply 2 layers instead of going for very thin and then you need a couple more. Give it a cure again. I've got also lots of different Christmassy designs coming up for you in the next episodes. So if you're new to this channel, consider to subscribe, as we are going to do also those kind of designs. And I think they are awesome for a Christmas time, like a wee Santa and the Santa outfit as well. I think it's pretty cool. much quicker designs. That's what we are doing now as well. Plus you can see some sugar designs on my channel too, so lots of different Christmas ideas, which you could do it on your clients' nails. I'm applying a second layer of the top coat. To get even better results, you could buff the top coat and paint on the buff top coat, then definitely you would get even much nicer results. But I thought just for a quickness, it's better to do it like just on the top coat, even if it's a little bit uneven. And the third layer is going to be a thin and lines in between the lines which we have created and on top of them, and then the top coat, and that's basically the design finished. So I'm just going to need a couple more seconds of the cure, and then we can do the final lines. Again, it's good if we do it in maybe 2 stages and then flash cure it so the product doesn't run. So nice and thin line. Be very slow, and you can see how nice it looks. Then here we have done it a bit opposite way. Here we have done it on the top. Here again. Nice and slow, don't rush it. Just going to touch up the edges. Give it a cure. Just freeze the product so it doesn't run, and then we can add the final lines, the thinnest ones. So for those thin lines, I'm going to prep my brush even better. Like, I'm not going to rush. I'm just dipping in more at the tip of the brush because I want those lines to be extremely thin as possible. And the thinner they are, the more difficult it is to paint them nice and straight. See, that's the first one, false start. So I'm just going to use a tiny bit of the wipe to wipe it off. My hand just shaked a bit. Nice and slow. You might be a good tip for you guys. If you're happy with the line, give it a cure, because if you mess up with the next one, then you can just easily wipe off the one which is uncured. I've got another one in here. If you're unsure your brush like is prepped, do it again. So you can already see it, it gives a really nice, interesting look. I'm going to give it a flash cure. And then we are going to paint a couple more lines. You're better off to get the perfect line in a first go, because going over it is quite difficult. I think those thin lines is a must-have for this type of design. And the last one. So that's the 3D French-inspired kind of finish. I have to put the top coat over it, but cure this layer first. Also, don't forget, there is a week Christmas giveaway for you guys. So I just repeat the rules again. You have to like this video, share it on your social medias. It can be a Facebook or any other social medias you've got. And then write in a comment down below Christmas giveaway, and I will pick up the winner from all those comments down below to give this prize away. So that's my lines cure, and I'm going to apply the top coat, and the final top coat is going to be the high shine top coat. Just apply it all over and then give a final cure. I'm going to put it back into the lamp. And the design which we've got in the middle here, just with the lines, you would do exactly the same. I thought I will show you the harder one, so then you know how to do the easy one. You just basically paint the lines one on top of another, and instead of going with the swirl, you just go with the straight line. This design is cure, and I can show you the final look. So nice 3D effect. And also the swirls make it even much more interesting. So I totally love this design. Thanks guys for watching. Bye!